It's like a religion, an overwhelming decision to check out these anime manga reviews straight out the kitchen. Brought by Supreme Guru, sit back, relax and listen and join in on the discussion. I ain't Supreme Guru for nothing. I am anime, you know you can't click away or get away from the urge of talking manga and anime. So pay close attention when I say that Guru is in the here and now and here to stay.
What's up, people? It's the Guru, and welcome to the channel where we keep it real, raw, and uncut. Today's topic, y'all see it in the heading. Boom, let's get into it. This chapter of Naruto was good. I gotta give the devil his due. It was good. I enjoyed it from beginning to end. We got information. The pacing was awesome. You know, the artwork is still kind of sloppy, but hey, I can get over that because, excuse me, you can only tell so much by black and white manga. So, but it was a good chapter. Let's get into the detail. And some of the things I was kind of confused about, so I had to watch a couple of the reviewers to kind of see what they were coming from. So shout out to Showing Up the King. He kind of cleared me up on a couple of things. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. This was, like I said, was a good chapter. You know, Madara's on the scene now, man, looking crispy and clean. So everybody shook, you know. So Naruto's out there. Naruto, you know, Naruto guy and Kakashi, and they looking like, oh man, what the hell? Now we got to deal with this dude. So they got the Ten Tails coming alive. They got Madara there, and they got Tobi to deal with, and they're just dealing with the shock that Tobi's still alive. Tobi's Obito. So everything's coming down on them in one little scene, one little swoop. Everybody's there. They got all the elements of a combustible situation right now. It's going to explode. So we're going to see how it goes down. With that being said, so Kakashi still wants answers out of Obito. Like, man, why are you doing this? Blah, blah, blah. And everybody looking like, man, look, we got to scrap, man. You know, it's time to fight. We got to throw these things because, hey, it is what it is, man. We find out about that later, homeboy. So then, you know, Naruto's walking through like, well, if you here, where the rest of the Hokages in the cages? And he's like, well, if it's up to me, y'all probably say they were. And he stopped, he paused, and it showed a flash. There was a panel back to where the Hokages are. Man, they had all this shit snapped up. That's the way I can put it. They are snapped the hell up. I mean, all of them are like near death. They got all kind of stuff sticking out of their bodies. And this is the kicker, right? They show Tsunade, and she talking. You can tell she's hurt pretty bad, you know. And it's crazy. I don't know if he meant to draw it like this way, but man, Tsunade's tits were huge in this one. They were gigantic. But anyway, so she summons her slug, and the slug's like, "Okay, you want me to Tsunade? I know you want me to put your stick your body back together." I'm like, "Stick your body back together?" And she's like, "No, don't do that." And they show a wide angle panel of her. Man, she's got this big tree on top of her body. Her legs are on one side, her body's on the other, and blood's everywhere. She is literally cut in half. I was like, oh shit. So then I know. So she said, no, don't do that. Don't put me together. So I'm thinking like, well, you want to heal? But I think, uh-oh. I see where this is going. She's going to sacrifice herself to save the other Hokages because Gaara's in a pool of blood. The other Hokage, the chick, I can't think of her name, that does the lava. I think they start with a T. I can't think of her name right now. I'm horrible with names, man. Forgive me. So I know y'all hate that, but I'm bad with names. So she's sitting there, man. And don't think about this one too. I don't know if he trying to get a little fan service in, but he made her ass big and round. So we got ass and tits in this episode. So now they got gigantic tits, and then Lava Girl got damn a big old ass. But I was like, hey, well, you know, hey, the Guru into women, so it's all good with me. So and then my man, the brother man, he's sitting Raikage, whatever. He's sitting there with a big ass spike, like it's going through his neck or something. I don't know if he's dead or what. Like a spike, or it looked like blood. I couldn't tell, you know, because of the drawing, the way it was drawn, but like a spike was going through him. I mean, all of them are snapped up. So I think she's going to use the rest of her remaining chakra to save all of them, and she's going to die in the process, which a lot of people are going to be happy because people hate Tsunade and they want to see her dead. But hopefully by making this unselfish gesture, she'll win some people back on her side. Because she's not as bad as what you think she is. She did a lot of good things too, but hey, it is what it is. But a lot of people want to see this devil. I do want to see this. Somebody has to die in this war. There has to be, somebody has to die. You can't have war without death. You know, a lot of people say, my man Showing Up, he hates to see the good characters get killed. Hey, somebody got to go, man. To make the story interesting, relevant, and believable, somebody has to die. You can't just have all the good guys live through a war. That's not right. Because on a real battlefield, good guys die all the time. Even if they're a private or they're a captain, somebody's gonna get killed. That's just bottom line. That's war. But so that's my little rant on that. So let me flash back. So we flip back over to the Naruto. So Naruto flips out, gets angry, and charges at Madara. But oh yeah, before that happened, we can see the relationship between Obito and Madara. They going back and forth with each other, and you can distinctly tell that they know each other. You can tell because they're conversating like, "Yo, what's up?" Like they homeboys on the block or something. They chilling, they talking. So I'm like, "Oh, you know, these guys something gonna go down, and something gonna get revealed." So he's talking, and he was telling like how Obito like, "What you been doing, man? Like, you know, what's up with the plan? You know, it ain't going like we said it was gonna go." So then Obito was like, well, it's like you were scared at first, like when your dad tell you like, you said you're gonna do this, but you didn't. What's up with that? So he was like in that kind of stage, like, yeah, well, this, that, and other, all this happened, pop, kind of like that. But he said, don't worry, I'm gonna straighten it out, I'm gonna get it, And he kind of tried to put the blame on the God, saying the God betrayed him and everything. So he said, don't worry, I'm straightening it out. So Madara was like, don't worry, I got it. I'm here now. I'm gonna take care of this real quick, show how it's done. So he throws his fan back to Madara. Because, Madara, he said, man, it's yours anyway. So he gets his fan back to Madara. Naruto, man, he charges out. Roo, he's angry. He charged up. He goes directly at Madara. And I forgot to use one of his Buju, whatever the thing is. Buju Bontons. or whatever. So he hit my man blocks it with, Madara blocks it with the fan. I forgot he said something like redirect. He redirects the blast back at Naruto and blows him away, right? So then we found out that was the clone. Because if you remember, Naruto's still stuck in that dimension. That was a clone of Naruto's. I was shocked, like, oh shit, I didn't even think about that, man. So that wasn't the real Naruto the whole time. That was, a shadow clone. So Naruto's stuck in that the warp dimension, whatever. And so he said, well, don't worry about it. So Madara was like, well, don't worry about that. I'm gonna knock out Obo. I'm gonna get B. So he about to whip him on B ass. And he said, you take care of the rest of them. So it's about to be on. It's about to be on. It's gonna be Guy and Kakashi versus my man Obito / Tobi and Madara versus B. He's gonna beat the shit out of B. B might die. So probably gonna die. I can see it happening. So it is what it is. Because he was worried about his brother, so I know he's gonna do something stupid and attack Madara crazy, and Madara's gonna probably instigate him about him killing his brother or something, and then he's gonna end up dying. I'm pretty sure of it. But Kakashi and Guy, that's interesting. That's interesting, man. I don't know. Somebody might get taken out, fellas. Somebody might get taken out. I don't know. And so the thing is, though, but it's gonna be a tough fight for Obito because he got to fight both of them at the same time. And he can't use his intangibility now because if he goes back into that dimension, Naruto's there waiting on him. So he's got to stay solid the whole time. So he got to stay tangible the whole time during that fight. So that's his best defense is that intangibility. So we gonna really, hey, I don't know, man. It could be a rough one for my man. So, but we gonna see. But like I said, it was a good episode. Left on a good end. Oh, that's the killer. That's the killer. I almost messed up. They did a flashback. And show Obito, he's all bust up, man. Like he got pulled from the remains of the rubble, and you can see that he's been all wrapped up in bandages and stuff, and like part of his body's been sutured together, and of course his face is mashed in on one side. He's missing the eye, and the other side he got his eye, and he's kind of opened up his eye, like he's like you can hear his thoughts. He's like, "Am I dead?" And he cracks his eye open. He sees somebody standing over him. Look. It's Madara as an old man. And he said, am I, he's just like, am I dead? And he's like, no, you kind of like in between worlds. You're in between life and death. So I don't know if he meant like, is he inside the void or whatever, that the altered dimension, or he was like, you're half dead, I'm doing something to keep you alive right now. And I'm still figuring out how Madara's still alive this whole time. But he is an old ass man. He does hundreds. So, but still, he's supposed to die. I don't know if he has kind of juice to keep him going or whatever. And it's gonna be crazy, man. We're gonna see what's going on. Hopefully they actually go into the backstory of that and see what goes on. I wish Kishimoto would have did this a long time ago because a couple of those chapters he did with Booty, he could have been done this and made the story go a little faster. But we're gonna see. And it's coming out on a Tuesday, man. It shocked me, man. But luckily, I got to work in time to see this, so I can get my chapter reviews out. But other than that, man, I've been late as hell. So, man, fellas, don't do that to me, man. Keep releasing them on Wednesday. Don't change the schedule. I'm used to them coming out on Wednesday, man. But this has been a great chapter. Naruto was good this week. Hey, we're gonna see. I'm still waiting on One Piece to come out, so we're gonna do my the weekly review on that. We'll see who came in first, second, and third. All right, fellas. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. This is the Guru, and as always, fellas, peace.